I am here with the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, Shawn Matthews. Shawn, Japan front and center, but we also have the Fed really in about an hour. What do you think we will hear from them in reaction to what's happening in Japan?
I think the Fed will stay status quo. They'll certainly talk about it or make a brief mention about it because it's important that everyone understands that they are concerned about exterior shocks to any economy, and certainly Japan is one of the largest economies in the world.
We just had Secretary Tim Geithner. He was asked in Washington if the Japanese, who are large holders of short-term treasuries, will do some selling to fund the disaster relief. What is your take there, and how may the market react to that? He said they won't be selling.
Certainly insurance companies are asset liability modelers. They're going to have to sell some assets as they pay out to recreate, the economy of Japan and certainly build back with what has been destroyed. So they're going to sell some. It's not going to be a wholesale thing, but they will certainly be a seller of assets.
How do you think that's going to impact the market? We are seeing a flight to quality today. Could that disrupt what we're seeing?
No, I certainly think the flight to quality right now, you have unrest in the Middle East, you have the catastrophe in Japan. There are a lot of exterior shocks that everyone is trying to figure out. So what do? You go to the safest instrument in the world, that's the U.S. Treasury market.
And when we do hear from the Fed around 2:15 today, do you expect them to make any change to potentially their GDP forecast? We have had some firms come and lower their forecast due to higher oil prices. That, of course, has changed really in the past couple of days.
I think they're going to try and be as calming as possible, which means they'll stay as status quo. They won't change much language, and they'll certainly mention Japan. I think it's a time for them to act responsibly and make sure that everyone knows that they're looking at what's going on in the economy and the world economy, and also create a sense of calming.
Right. And Shawn, you're in charge as CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald of expanding this firm. You're hiring globally, particularly in Europe. When we have unsettling times, Japan, the Middle East, as you mentioned, how does that impact your expansion plan?
It doesn't at all. We're looking at this as a 3 to 5 year growth opportunity. Certainly financial reform is going to change the way the larger institutions have to do their business.
How so? Give us an example of that.
Well, certainly looking at regulatory capital, there's going to be Dodd-Frank, so all these things are going to change the way they're going to have to at least report and act as large institutions. From our perspective, we're full bore ahead. We're looking at this as a great opportunity. We've got a great franchise. We're building on that franchise. Next 3 years are going to be great for us.
Okay, great. We're going to leave it there, but our thanks very much, Lisa, to Shawn Matthews, the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald.